Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty interesting stuff going on because we now actually have some official releases, official reviews, and official kind of big things that kind of go and show that the Xbox Series X is trying their best still to go and take over the world. Now you combine that over with Microsoft too as well, and at this point we actually have some very cool nifty Xbox things that we've kind of talked about a little bit on this channel already so far. And for this, I just love this because it does actually seem like, well, something I myself would buy. I myself would utilize, and as well, just a lot of kind of nifty things that it does kind of seem like it's pushing the whole industry a little bit forward. Now, you guys may or may not remember I did make a video on this not too long ago, but now with official releases and official statements and official comments on this one, I figured it'd be kind of a fun topic to go talk about all throughout this nice little 4th of July. And as well, if you guys are obviously celebrating the 4th of July, hope you guys have a good time, good chill. It's a little bit more in the middle of the day, so make sure you guys are safe, have some water, have some food. I'm going to probably go and grill up some burgers whenever this video is all done. So, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. We have the Amazon links. We have the Twitter, Twitch stream. I'd love you guys follow, and all the other usual things down below. So very first and foremost, we're going to talk about this really quickly, and I'm going to dive into new stuff as well. If you guys have missed it, one really cool new feature that Xbox has worked on is the Microsoft Xbox Streaming Stick. Now, this is we're kind of bringing this up because it kind of goes into part two. Xbox themselves wants to take over the world when it comes to gaming, when it comes to consumerism, when it comes to everything. And, I mean, for me, I still always say I like the Xbox Game Pass. I like the features. It makes sense. The subscription service as well. Kind of get people tied into it. I'm not against it. But as you guys may or may not remember, we have seen the Xbox basically imagine a Roku stick, Google Stadia stick, Chromecast, whatever you guys want to call it, like, ITV, all that type of stuff, Apple TV. And this is basically like we've seen before. The stick that you plug into the TV, you're able to go then utilize that. Basically kind of is streamable, so basically using the cloud to have a chance to go use Xbox Game Pass. And that goes into part two with the TVs that now just came out too as well. So we have now been seeing Microsoft trying to find and push more for these cheaper options. Xbox Series S, phenomenal seller, getting people on Game Pass. Game Pass on PC, phenomenal sale. When it comes to even PC games such as Riot Games and League of Legends, getting more people in the ecosystem. When it comes to, these Xbox sticks, TVs, or whatever, it's basically just setting the baseline really well for Xbox. So all of this, we have these cool new features that are coming out. But this turns into the fact of now, Xbox themselves are trying their best to go and reach 3 billion players now with their new Samsung TV collaboration. And I want to also tie into what I just said. While they're trying to go push into new TVs and trying to get Samsung TVs, which are massive sales. I almost want to look really quick for the sake of the video. How much money does Samsung make from their TVs? Let's go and find out. So industry researcher Omidia News Report says that Samsung's share in the global TV market was 23.6% during Q3 2020, while its revenue share was 33%. The company managed to ship 15 million TVs in the quarter and earned $9.3 billion as well. So huge amounts. You go and see this too as well. Apparently they had a chance to go and do 42.7 million units too as well, but that's more in comparison to on top of that for all those years spread out in. So with this is why this partnership is huge and why it's even becoming bigger and better. As I mentioned, we have multiple different facitudes now to push this. Samsung TVs, which we're seeing millions upon millions of being sold, and new ones being produced all the time. As you guys may or may not know, now have integrations with the Xbox Game Pass. So that means just through a proper, valid app, the TVs themselves are now able to run and stream and play games. We've covered this before, but it kind of now goes and shows the confidence that Xbox has. Because as we also mentioned, if you're not utilizing Samsung TVs, there's even things like Sony TVs, don't forget. So if you go and have a chance to have these Xbox streamable, little USB discs, you can now literally put that into, that's obviously not out yet, but you can literally go and utilize that on even a Sony TV, which is a huge TV seller. Or also mention other things too as well, such as LG and Samsung, because all of these sticks will work on TVs. It's huge. Like I said, it's like in the comparison of like a Roku or whatever. you just plug it in and you're good to go. You can probably even, honest to God, maybe utilize it on gaming monitors, which is once again with the BenQs or Acers. So now we're actually being seen the chance that Xbox can basically go and take over almost every type of gaming monitor, as well as every type of TV, both with built-in systems, which is basically kind of more like spoon feeding you and pushing you into it, or things like their sticks, which is also food speeding and spitting into you, or as well the Xbox Series and X and S, which is once again in that same boat pushing into you. And as well, this also pushes into mobile markets, whereas you guys know the mobile gaming markets are some of the biggest markets in the world. And this is why it's so ingenious. Because don't forget, now we have pretty much every single TV being infiltrated in some way, shape, and form by Microsoft. But as well, we also already have Windows, which is such a huge dominant player in the overall gaming market. Microsoft is basically taking over the entire world. It's kind of crazy. So they've also gotten some quotes stating, "We've said for a while we want to reach 3 billion gamers around the world. Xbox has said that it hopes to expand its player base to 3 billion players worldwide with its brand new Samsung collaboration." The collaboration, which was announced and we have covered on the channel before, was announced last month. It was released to the public on June 30th. It brings the Xbox app to 2022 Samsung Smart TVs and allows the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members easy and instant access to over 100 high-quality games, including all the Xbox Game Pass studios, such as the Halos and Forzas. Speaking in a new interview with NME, Gus Grimaldi, the head of product Europe at Samsung Electronics, and Pat Bawaj, a senior global product manager at Xbox Game Pass, discusses the new partnership, explaining how they hope it will boost Xbox player base. And I'm sure this will. If you literally have the easiest feature, and you don't even have to worry about having an Xbox streaming stick, you don't have to worry about having an Xbox Series X or S, I'm sure there's a lot of gamers, maybe even PC gamers, that are like, well, I kind of want to get a new TV for shows or movies or whatever. My family wants one, whatever. My roommate wants one. Hey, we already have Game Pass on it. Hey, we should just sign up for Game Pass. It's already on my TV. And the streamlining is how you basically go and take over the world, especially when it comes to games. PlayStation, you pretty much need to go and have either a good PC or a good PlayStation to go and run it, which is fine. But I'd say in terms of like having a PlayStation 5 versus literally having a brand new TV, it's a big deal. But also don't forget about the future. Now, these iterations of TVs already have it, but now you have to go and think about the future, because this actually might be an in-game feature that many folks may even want to push for. So think like more of the higher quality base. So let's go and say you can have a TV. Both pretty good, similar quality specs, contrast, brightness, megapixels, whatever you're looking for, size, screen size, whatever. But one has built-in Game Pass, one doesn't. I'm sure some folks would be like, well, sure. It's the same boat as well. We've seen a lot of Amazon Fire or Roku TVs that literally have these products built in. And those actually do have a little bit of extra weight when it comes to TVs. Now, my own reference might be long ago, because I did go buy a Roku TV a while back, but I did go specifically buy it because it was a smart TV with Roku app abilities, and it was only extra, I think, like $10. So if someone's paying an extra, say, $50 for Game Pass capabilities on their TV, I think that actually might be a big selling point. So I also have a chance to go and state saying, we said for a while we wanted to reach 3 billion gamers around the world, and I think Xbox Game Pass and cloud gaming really kind of does open that up. And I agree. Like I said, you can now have the Xbox Game Pass in pretty much anywhere, same with cloud gaming. It allows people to play the games on multiple devices with a community of millions of people around the world, and increases the availability of the product in countries where maybe you haven't been able to previously afford or play or access Xbox in that region. Which, once again, some people, if they're just buying a TV, they don't maybe want to spend $2,000, $1,500, $1,000, depending on the future price points. But they may be down to do that if they also don't have to go buy an Xbox Series X for $500. They don't have to buy an Xbox Series S for $300. And I do think at the end of the day, that's a very nice additional purchase. Like I said, I'm sure that in the future, there's going to be some folks who don't even know that Game Pass is an actual automatically added app on their TV, and maybe it's a very pleasant surprise a few months in where they're like, well, what is this Game Pass? Oh, I could play any game I want ever? Well, let's sign on up. Why not? We don't have an Xbox, so why not? And I do really think this is a huge idea for Xbox. And more on the sake of, like, the TV's cool, but more so the future of what they're doing, and as well the future of how these products And with the fact that all these reviews have all been saying very, very good. A lot of these initial reviews are saying how basically the benchmark is massive with Xbox consoles and PC Game Pass and PC Experience. So they basically want to make sure their standards super high if they're comparing to, say, PC. So you want to what? Everything of the reviews so far have been coming out very clean because they actually have now been officially out. It was, I believe, pretty much July 1st, let's go and say, release. So it's only been out for a few days and everything seems to be working phenomenal. So big props to Xbox, and as well, if any of you guys want to go and get all your Xboxes, link down below. Same with the PS5. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Webull, Coinbase's Twitter, Twitch stream, everything down below. And I appreciate all of you lovely folks for watching in the first place.